Hey guys, Derek here with the Closet Doctor, and we're working on our showroom. We're under the gun trying to get this done, but I wanted to show you something that came up that we really liked. So we've got this island here, this reception area, and that had like 17 coats of paint on it. It had 3 different sizes of base trim and 2 different textures on it. To say that it was pretty ugly was an understatement. We said, you know what? Hey, let's just panel it. So let me show you what we've got. This really cool pattern melamine from Prism that we get one of our suppliers, and it looked really cool. So what we did is we just cut and paneled this to where that it looks really nice. Biscuit jointed it, glued it on, so there's very little screws on there. Joints came out really good, and it made it look so nice. And then we said, you know, we've got these other walls in here. So these are the exterior walls of our shop that are concrete tilt up, and they were the same thing. They'd been textured a whole bunch of times, and it was just going to be a mess to try to work with. Plus, you can't really screw anything into it easily. So is what we've done. We're going to panel all of this area here as well, and this stuff here that we've done, we've construction adhesived it to the wall, and then flush mounted concrete screws in there to anchor it to the wall. That's kind of our subfloor, our sub wall. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna panel the whole thing with this material here so that we have a nice finished wall. We're gonna do that to all of our concrete interior walls that we have so that we can easily mount stuff on it and it looks really nice. So that's what we're doing today. Should be finished up. I'll show you an after video of that here shortly. And a little heads up, if you're gonna be doing something like this and sticking a whole bunch of stuff to walls, buy yourself a big caulk gun and the big tubes of construction adhesive. When I did this one down here, I was just using the small caulk gun, and it was like every panel used a tube of caulk. And so with this bigger one, you can get a lot more done without having to be repetitive on it. I think the bigger ones are actually a little bit cheaper for the amount of stuff that you get. So we're just putting a little bit of adhesive on the back. Stuff's not super structural. Everything that we're gonna be mounting here is gonna be floor mounted. And then when we're gonna stick this up against the wall, we're gonna put it up off the floor about 1/8 of a quarter of an inch. And that if you get any moisture underneath there, that we're not having any issues with our material down the road. So we just pre-drilled a hole for the head of our screw in it, and then we hit it with a roto hammer that drilled in for a column. So it took a little bit longer than I had planned, which it always does. But we finished it up here. You can see that we've got these 2 full walls paneled. Now in this one, so we had the backing on there, and we screwed these onto the wall with 1 and 1/4 screws into that panel, and also put construction adhesive behind it. So they're glued to the wall, to the panel that's already glued to the wall and screwed in with concrete screws. In some of them, we pre-drilled them for the fast cap to make custom fast caps to go in it. The rest of them in this room, we strategically placed the screws to where they're gonna be behind the closet system that's gonna go in here. So came out really good. We really like it. Walls are nice and smooth and flat, almost no seams on it. And we're gonna put a white closet system in here. It's gonna look really good. And then the same thing over here on these 2 walls. We've got a couple more, and then the other room, it's gonna look really nice, all finished, but much better solution than trying to fix up the concrete walls that were there. So it's gonna look good. Thanks for tuning in.